Students, in this part of video, page number 204, practice time will be discussed. Now student, you see practice time, give the output of the following Java code in which the multiple initialization is there. Now the students see here two initializations are there. I equal to 1, j equal to 5. Two updates are there. I is increased and the value of j is decreased by 1. I is plus 1 and j is minus 1. So students, when you are writing the output, one important point you should understand. You see this. In between double quotes, this message should be printed. If you will not put I equal to, mean it should come on the monitor. If you will only write numbers, then your output will be wrong. Okay, so you should give the exact output as it will come on the terminal window. Okay, so now I equal to value of I is increased. This is value of I is increased, and j equal to starting value, because starting value 5 and j is decreased. Starting value 5, j is decreased. ठीक है? So this is the output. Now you have to write this in the multiplication tabular form. Okay, just you are writing on the copy, the output should come like this. Now starting value of I is n is 5, to print the table of 5, and then I is equal to 1 to 10. Then system out of print line I is 1. Then after that multiply sign should come on the monitor, so written like this in between the double quotes. After that value of n is 5. Okay, I is 1, then multiply sign, n is 5, then equal to sign will come on the monitor, and after that I multiply n. So answer is 5. 1 multiply 5, 5. Okay, and when I will become 2, then I is 2, then multiply sign, then after that n is 5, then equal to sign, then answer 10. So in this way, this is the code for writing this. For writing this is the code. So now next is write the main lines of Java code to print odd numbers in reverse order, starting from 9 to 1 using for loop. So starting n equal to integer n, for n equal to 9, n greater than 0. This I have already discussed in my program also, and decreased by 2. So you can also write like this, n equal to n minus 2, or you write like this way you can write, or that this way also you can write, n equal to n minus 2, and after that value of n is printed. So remember all the important parts of previous discussion. All the important points are discussed here. Small statements are written also here. Remember, are very important to read, because the small definitions or the concepts. Okay, what is the block, compound statement, iteration. Okay, so it will come in the, they have written under the remember. Now our next is a while loop. The function of a while loop is to execute the statements or block of statements repeatedly while the test condition, that is a boolean expression, returns a true value. In this loop, the condition is checked at the beginning of the loop. If the condition is true, the control enter the loop and execute the body of the loop. The loop will terminate if the condition is false. So now next is since the condition is checked at the beginning of the loop, so it is called a entry controlled loop. ICSE question, it is what are entry controlled loop? Give example. Then you have to write the example of a entry controlled loop as a while loop. Anti-controlled loop are that in which the condition is checked at the starting point. Based upon the condition, the loop is executed. It is called anti-controlled loop. For example, while loop, the syntax is this. Syntax means way of the command, writing command, and after that give one example. Integer I equal to 1. Integer I equal to 1 while x is less than 5. System dot order print line x, and then value of x is increased. Initialization outside the loop, then test condition, then body of the loop, and then update statement. In my for loop and while loop practical videos that program with the help of the program, I have explained all these concepts to you. So that's why first see that videos also. So now this they have written how the while loop will be executed. First initialization, then condition, then body of the loop, then update. So now they have made this program. Now write a program to display the Fibonacci series less than 25. Students, it is very important series. Fibonacci series, important series it is. It is important series. Okay. So simple even series is a series of even numbers, series of odd numbers, series of natural numbers. Okay. Such type of series you have done. But a series, Fibonacci series, what is this? First of all, understand this. In the Fibonacci series, first number is a 0. Then second number is 1. Now add two numbers. This number will come. Now add these two numbers. Okay. So next step is add these two numbers. Then this number will come. Okay. After that add these two numbers. Then this number will come. Next step add these two numbers 2 and 3. Then 5 will come. Then next step add 3 and 5. 8 will come. Next step add 5 and 8. Add 5 and 8. 13 will come. Next step add 13 and 21. 34 will come. Okay. So this is the way. Less than 25 minutes it should come up to here. 34 should not come. It is written wrong. Okay. So 34 should not be there. Less than 25. So up to 21 it should come. Now students, see how to do. Fibonacci series. Integer x equal to 0, y equal to 1 and z equal to 1. Okay. So after that they have printed the value of x. So 0 is printed there. 0 will be printed there. After that the value of z is printed. Okay. So 1 is printed there. Z is printed, so value of 1 is printed there. Now z equal to, here must be students, I think some wrong in this program. So I will make this program for you. Some mistake is here. So no need to do this. I will make this program. I feel that some mistake is there, so I will not discuss Fibonacci series here. I will make the separate program. In the separate that program part I will discuss this series. Okay. But from here you understand the working of Fibonacci series. How the Fibonacci series, that this numbers are previous numbers are added, next number come. Previous numbers are added, next number come. Previous numbers are added, next number come. Such type of series is called Fibonacci series. Very important series. I will make the program and I will discuss this program in the separate video. Now students, let us continue. Variations in the loop, while loop. Mean in how many different forms the while loop can be written. Update statement can be a part of the condition. So you can write this also. Update statement you can write here. So this is also okay. Second variation is that a while loop when written without any update statements will result an indefinite loop. Okay, in for loop I have explained this concept, and now here also. So what is infinite loop? Infinite loop is that which is executed continuously. There is no termination of infinite loop. I will write this question as an extra question by giving the example. So when the loop become the I think in some paper it was the question, when the loop will become an infinite loop. So your answer is when the update statement is missing, then our loop will become infinite loop, for example. Okay, so there the concept will be same, but the way of asking the question some will be in some typical form, so that the thoroughly understanding of the chapter is required here, and you should understand the concepts, just not cramming the answers. Infinite loop is that which is never terminated and continuously it is going on. Like I will I equal to 1, I equal to 1, I equal to 1 continuously will be printed on the monitor, continuously, never terminated. Okay, so why, how it becomes when update statement is given is missing. So I will give you this question as an extra question. Now, so they have given the above loop is finite loop. Above loop is finite loop because update. First I is equal to 1 less than 5 printed update. So up to 5 only it will print it, because after first 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. But if this will be missing, then 1 checked, always 1, no increase. So then it will become infinite. When it is missing, then it is infinite. Third is a while loop can be used as an empty loop. When we will put semicolon after while loop, then it is a empty loop, because no body of the loop is present there. The loop is finished here just because of the semicolon. Okay, value is there, test is there, but the semicolon means finish. So nothing statement is to be executed, that is no body of the loop, empty statement. Now students, practice time of while loop. Give the output of the following code. Integer x equal to 30 while x is greater than equal to 0. System dot print line x minus equal to 2. So students, what will be the output? See, the starting value of x is the starting value of x is 30. Okay, x is greater than 0. Yes, definitely 30 is greater than 0. Okay, then we can enter here. So value of x is printed, mean 30 will be printed. After that some spaces are there, /t. Okay, then value of d is decreased by 2. Okay, x minus equal to 2, it means x equal to x minus 2. Value is decreased by 2. So after 30 minus 20, 30 minus 2, 28. 28 minus 2, 26. 26 minus 2, 24. Okay, so how up to which, when it is greater than 0. Okay, so 2, then 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. It should be greater than 0. It should be greater than 0. Okay, so loop terminated. So this is the output. Okay, because print statement is there, all the numbers will be printed in the same line. Tab is there, some spaces are there. Okay, if instead of print statement, here is a print ln statement. Okay, then our output, if a print instead of print statement there is print ln statement, then the numbers are printed like 30, 28. Now this way they will be printed. So in the output, write the output. Such type of things are very important. The statement is print and you are writing the output like this, 30, 28, 26, like write this. So wrong. Okay, because you have not given the consideration to the print statement. You have given the output is correct, but you have given in the format of print ln, not print. So while doing such type of questions, have the proper concentration on the command. Okay, now next is write a Java code to reverse the digit in of an integer. So students, this is very important concept. So this concept also I will explain you. Okay, here practice time. Now you see the output to understand what they want to say. Your number is 56789. Your output should be 98765. Okay, from the back you have to print. Mean first 9 will come, then 8 will come. Reverse order. Reverse order. Okay, it is a very important concept in this programming. So listen. They have done with the while statement. 5, 6, 7, 8 number, then one variable d they have declared. Now while number greater than 0, definitely when number is greater than 0, then this loop should go. Okay. Now d is num divided by, this is a operator is not this operator is called modulus operator. And what is the use of this modulus operator? Sorry, wait, some disturbance is there. Yes. Now while num greater than 0, okay, while number is greater than 0, it should be printed. Now students, this operator is called a modulus operator, and the use of modulus operator is it gives us the remainder after division. Okay, now 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 divided by 10. What should be the remainder? Divide on your copy. I know what is the remainder, but you divide on copy. So your quotient will be, when you will divide 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 divided by 10. So 10 5s are 50, then 67, 10 6 are 60, then 78, 10 7s are 70, then 89, 10 8s are 80, here 80. Okay, after that your remainder will come 9. Okay, 10 8s are 89, 10 8s are 80. After that your remainder is 9. So this is the remainder after division. Okay, it is of integer type, and now it means in my d the value, first value will be 9. Okay. Okay, now num, next is num is divided by 10. Num is divided by 10. Okay, so now the value of num, my number was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is divided by 10. So my new number, because of it is integer type, num is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 divided by 10. So what will be my new number? It is of integer, so don't do the division in a decimal way. Okay, decimal no need to take, it is of integer without decimal. So my next new number will become 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 was my old number, and after dividing by 10 it will become 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is my quotient. Then what is my remainder? 9. In the junior classes you have such type of sums in math. So this number divided by 0, write the quotient and remainder. So quotient is this. So divide operator is used to get the Q, and modulus operator is used to get the R. Okay, so here R comes 9. So I will print 9. Now the next statement is to print D, that is 9 will be printed on the monitor. 9 will be printed on the monitor. And after this, next step, when it will go up, next step is now here my new number 5, 6, 7, 8, modulus 10. So D will be now 8. Okay, and quotient will be, after this the quotient will be 5, 6, 7. So 8 will be there, 8 will be printed. After that 7 will be there, 7 will be printed. So after that 7 will be there and 7 will be printed. After that 6 and after that 5. So the number will go in the reverse order. So on the whole, if in short way I will tell you, because this is not the copy, I cannot show you the whole program. It is very important. If you have any doubt, ask me. Okay, I will send you the separate video of this program only if you will not understand from here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so first we have taken the remainder. Okay, and D will be printed. And then a new number. So then 8 will be printed. Then again 7 will be printed, 6 will be printed, 5 will be printed. So this number will be printed in the reverse order. So my new number will be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. To break one digit and to print the digit. To break one digit and to print the digit. And break is done with the help of the modulus operator. I hope you should some have knowledge about this. So maybe it should be clear to you. If it is any doubt regarding especially this program, Fibonacci series and this program, I will discuss, because these are very, very important also. So students, now remember. So now you see infinite loop, okay, and entry controlled loop. They have written the important points here. So next do while loop I will discuss in my next video. Thank you.